Hello guys, how's it going? I hope you're enjoying your Christmas holidays. I'm making this video to make an overview of the dimensions and entropy event that we got a few days back, and a few tips and tricks in order to help you complete the 5 stages if you haven't done already. I'm gonna go tier by tier, and I'll highlight the team that I used and some tips about the bosses that you'll encounter. Okay, tier 1. The magic resisting stage. Um, the most dangerous wave here is 100% the third wave because of the lunatic prominence. The bomb, which swells up and will kill you if you don't manage to shave it. I used my agrias here. I took the easy route, basically, like most people. Her 100% AoE EX damage is nothing to scoff at. Her HP regen really helps here because in case you get hit, basically. And yeah, she's just a really solid unit. I use my Tidus because I wanted his EX damage, basically, for the bombs. I wanted to kill them as fast as I can because you may not know it, but the small ones are the problem, not the big one. If it was just the big one, it would be no problem because you could just shave it fine. You want his EX damage because it's 100%, and you want his what's it called, quick hit. His quick hit is so efficient for shaving, and he has 12 uses of it, so he's not gonna run out anytime soon. He was the MVP for the third wave, 100%. His slash combo is nice with the debuffs, but his users are just 7, I believe, and you're going to be using HP plus with Tidus most of the time, basically. And I use Ramza because he's really turn efficient. He has his unique debuff with his EX. He batteries good offensive buffs and a good aura for the team. On the 5th wave, you will want to kill the Lunatic King Behemoth before this guy, the Lunatic Hambaba, whatever, because the Behemoth will keep charging himself and he will keep using his AoE Brave plus HP skill. I think is a Meteor, I believe, yeah. So you want to take him down to 50% HP, and then you want to summon and burst him as much as you can. This guy, his only AoE skill is the Thandaga, I believe, which is just brave damage. And as long as you don't get broken with his needle shot plus, you're going to be fine with Agria's HP regen. I went with Ifrit here because I wanted to get the most value I could for Tidus HP plus and Agria's HP plus attacks, and also Ram's HP plus scales with his attack stat. And I was sure I was going to be above 80% HP thanks to Agrias. This was I don't want to say it was a hard stage. You just need to be careful on the third wave. That's all. Okay, onto the second tier. This is the physical resistant tier. I went with a really strange team here. As you can see, it has Aerith in it. I took Aerith because she's one of the best healers in the game, honestly. And I used her with Ultimecia. Yeah, I used my Ultimecia on the second tier and then save her for the other ones. I think most people used her on the third tier, I'm sorry. But I used her on the second tier because I had the chance to use my Aerith, and I thought my Ultimecia would just balance out Aerith's turn inefficiency, because Ultimecia gets you a lot of free turns. And Sarah is a no-brainer. All of her skills are AoE damage. If you got your perfect darts, good for you. I mean, she's gonna be great. But even if you don't like me, she's still nice as long as you don't spam her skills. And yeah, Sarah's aura, offensive buffs, and Crystal 65 skill, along with Iris overflow buff, works really well with Ultimecia because they can use those, and then Ultimecia will get her consecutive turns, getting the most value out of your teammates as much as he can. And yeah, onto the waves. Um, on the first boss wave, this guy can confuse one of your teammates, even though it's not guaranteed. Even if you do get hit, don't reset. Is not much of a deal. But yeah, I would focus if you have a healer with you. I would focus this guy instead of the Skull Wizard, because even though the Skull Wizard can one-shot you, as people say, if you have an attack down debuff on your team, which I have with Sarah, he's not going to one-shot people. And also, Aerith can just bring them up to full HP again. So he's just a tanking spank at this point, instead of this guy who can just mess with your team. So focus the cat, basically. On the final wave, people say the Griffin is really dangerous because of his Feather Cologne, which is a group magic attack with a low chance of inflicting charm on any one of your units. I'm sorry. So what I did was I bursted him as much as I could at the beginning, and as soon as I saw him going airborne and targeting with his old skill, I used my summon. I chained as much as I could Ultimecia's EXs, one after the other, and I mean, I didn't manage to kill him completely, but he was in around 20% HP by the time he got to go again. And you will see in the video that I uploaded that I think he used his Feather Cologne on me twice, and he didn't manage to charm me even once. So yeah, you have to be really unlucky in order for him to charm more than one of your units at the same time. The Lunatic Axel Turbo is just, I mean, I don't know why this guy is here, honestly. He's gonna use Axel Beam one after the other, and then he's gonna use his Toggle, and well, as long as you keep him broken, he's nothing. He's just a tanking span. Yeah, this is the second wave. I used Shiva because I needed that extra attack for my Sarah, because this is a chaos stage after all, and all of the bosses have really high defense stat, and they get even higher the lower they are on HP. Okay, tier 3, boy. So the video that I initially uploaded on my channel had me clearing this way with Weather of Light, Liliset, and Faris. I wanted Faris because of her dispels, but then I realized that my Liliset's debuffs were enough to push off the defense up buff from any of the bosses, which was more than enough. And also I wanted to use my Faris on a later stage, as you will see in a bit. Strangely enough, the score that I got with Charlotta and the team was even better than the one I got with Faris. How about that? The most dangerous threat here is by far Marilith, because well, her absolute chaos bringing your HP down is really dangerous, more than Max Brave down in my opinion, and her Flash of Steel can one-shot you if you don't have shields, especially if you get broken, because she increases her own Brave before dealing the damage and the Brave attack. Charlotta here she's basically here to increase the party's HP damage, because her Crystal Generation skill has only 4 uses, and when there are 2 targets on the wave, she's not gonna hit for much, basically. But yeah, she's really turn efficient, really nice HP regen, and really nice support to have. And yet, her crystal generation will not hit for much if you use it in a team full of support like the one I have right here, because their max brave is not the best. You're gonna be using Lily's as HP plus here more than you can think of, because the one thing I don't like about Lilith is that her skills count is really low on both of them. So her HP plus comes really handy. On the first boss wave, you want to focus down Marilith, and then the Lich, because the Lich is not a big threat if you just keep him broken. His AoE is just brave damage, and yeah, there's nothing more to say about him. Now on the final wave, you want to kill the Diamond first, because if he gets low on HP, he will keep using, what is it? He will keep using Mega Charge on himself, and then he will keep using AoE attacks, and he will alternate between charging and using attacks, charging and using attacks. And when he charges, I think his Brave goes above 10k. I think it's around 11, 12k. And if Charlotta's EX is not ready, and if your turn is not ideal, you're not going to be able to push it off with Lily said sensual dance, and he will going to hit you. So you want to focus him first before killing the Kraken. I went with Ramu here to get the most value I could out of Lily's set skills, because all of them scale of her max brave. Yeah, this is the third wave. Basically, you want either to dispel the bosses buffs, because all 4 bosses buff themselves. I think it's around 5 or 6 buffs. So you want a dispeller or to push off that defense up buff, because that's a problem. If they have the defense buff on them, you're gonna be hitting for 1. Okay, 4th tier. This is by far the most fun I've had in this event, if you can call it an event anyway. This is just a 5-wave boss rush, chaos level, wave after wave, just killing bosses, single target bosses, which is even better, because you don't have to, trouble yourself killing them together, all that stuff. So here, in my opinion, the most dangerous wave is the second, because of this guy. If he goes below 50% HP, whenever he glows yellow, whenever his dragon head is about to strike, he will always be using his Sunstone. So you should be expecting a group brave plus HP attack all the time. So what I did was take my time, wait for him to drop to 50% HP, and as soon as he started glowing yellow, I started delaying him as much as I could. As you can see, my team is really unique, because my Vayne is a level 60 unit, so he's not gonna be hitting for much most of the time. I mean, what do you expect, guys? He's just a level 60 unit. But yeah, his delays come really nice in this stage. And Noel still really hits hard, guys. I mean, he almost has 3300 attack. That's nothing to laugh at. And Y'shtola, Y'shtola is just a beast at this point. Her Stone Plus is amazing, and if you partner her with 2 other teammates that can delay, the boss will not be taking much turns. Trust me. If you find yourself in a corner with a golem, just use your summon on the second wave. I'm sorry, and just get it over with, because the first, the third, and the fourth wave are nothing. Their HP is really low, and they don't have dangerous mechanics. Basically, you don't want to get broken by this guy. And even if this guy uses stone on you, you will just kill him and move on to the next wave. Lunatic Ultima, uh, she's not much, to be honest. Her HP is, I thought her HP would be higher, but I got her to half HP and she healed back to full HP before I even realized it. I mean, really, I thought the fight would take longer, to be honest. You can't debuff any of the waves because they are all immune to all debuffs, and this is why I brought this team, because other than Ishtola's defense down debuff, this team doesn't need any debuffs to work. And yeah, this is the most fun you can have in these dimensions, and it's really nice stage. I used Shiva here instead of Ifrit because I wanted that extra 20% speed for my units. Get as many turns as I can out of them. Other good units to use here is Cloud, because he's an excellent single target DPS, coupled with no gaps and paralyzes on demand. I would say Squall, but if you have him, you would probably use him on stage 5. You'll see in a bit. So yeah, don't use Squall here, guys. And also Cecile can work because he can last so long with his EX, giving him back skill uses, and the last boss is weak to darkness. So if you can play his HP smart and he doesn't die, and you will be able to finish this. You will be able to finish this tier with Cecile as well, I guarantee you. Okay, oh my god. Tier 5, the mannequins. We all hate the mannequins, right? They suck. Especially the ones that are here. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the team first. Used Faris, Cloud, and Rem. None of them have really nice arts, as you will see now. I didn't have any time to farm my Faris arts. My Cloud, I've been farming him since the beginning, basically, and this is the state he's in because the game just didn't want to give me arts for him. And Rem, same with my Faris, didn't have chance to farm here, as you see here. So Faris is really good because here AoE EX damage is really nice. She shaves really well with it, and her dispel on demand is guaranteed. My Cloud sure can dispel with his World of Illusion weapon, but he doesn't always crit, guys. You have to keep that in mind. And it's only one buff per attack. My Rem, even though all of them are resisting magic, this is another magic resistance stage. I guess Square Enix hates magic. Heriex would always hit for max damage, even though they're resistant to magic, because in 3 out of 5 waves there were 3 targets. So the brave hits from Heriex were enough to overflow, and she would always hit for max damage. I think she is the reason that I managed to do this wave. This tier, I'm sorry. Okay, first wave. You want to dispel Kate Seed's buffs because his cheerful gift will heal for 32,000, I think, per turn. So if one of the units even gets one of those off, it's like one turn wasted for you. You don't want to blue all of your skills early on, because this tier, guys, is a marathon. It's not a rush, it's a marathon. You want to use your Faris and Cloud HP plus as much as you can. You want to refresh your Cloud's HP plus if it runs out with his cross slash. You want to use Faris Water Wheel just to refresh her Pirates buff. and you just want to use Rem's Cure to refresh her own buff, her HP regen. On the first wave, if you just keep Sid broken, he's not going to be much of a threat, even though he should be your focus on the first wave. The second wave, they don't have much HP, you just burst them down. Nothing to say there. On the third wave, I think, in my opinion, the third wave is the most dangerous one because of Onion Knight and Lightning, because even if they are broken, they could still use multi-hit and Spark Strike, and then they could get immediate turn order and kill you with Flourish of Steel or HP attack in Onion's Knight case. And yeah, that's just a fact. The only thing you want to really dispel in the third wave is Sagria's Brave buff that he gets from her Knight's Pride. And yeah, just focus down on your Knight, then Lightning, and then kill Agrias last. The fourth wave, much like the second, is nothing. I mean, sure, Ramza can buff the team, but you can just dispel it with Cloud or Fires. And even if Balthier manages to steal some of your buffs with Snatch Shot, he's gonna be dead before he's able to get much use out of them. Yeah, so the final wave, you will most likely be not out of skill uses here, but most of your skill uses will go to the first and the third wave. So this is why I said this tier is a marathon. You want to keep Sephiroth and Auron broken, because they both have Brave plus HP attacks. Sephiroth will always use his Octa Slash on his first turn, so if he's broken on his first turn, his Octa Slash will hit for 0 HP damage. That's guaranteed. You want to focus you want to focus Locke first, because his AoE attack heals his teammates, and he also deals Brave plus HP damage to your party. I think if you are above 5k Brave, you are safe from being broken, but if he breaks you, I'm not saying that he will kill your team, but he will deal more than half of your HP in damage. So you're gonna have a hard time healing all of them back up with Rem. That's what I'm saying. So you want to take your time with them, and if you find yourself in a pinch, then use your summon. Use your summon there. For example, if you are low on HP and Log is targeting everyone in your team, then use your summon there. Yeah, I believe these are all the stages. I hope you guys managed to finish all of them. I'm not saying this is the easiest thing with the units that we have available at this point, but if you are patient and you don't give up, I'm pretty sure everyone can do it. And you will also all of you can join the gold club, as people call it. I'm gonna see you guys in a few days during Bash event. Really excited about Van EX weapon, even though it's not that good. And I wish all of you guys happy Christmas, and once again, enjoy your holidays. Bye bye.